I always think that the perfect product comes out from the good dialogue between the client and the architect.
Why did Alessandro Benetton come to us? I presume that he was aware of our work with historical buildings in Germany and in Italy. So we have some, I guess, reputation for that. And then we met and we got on, and the project began from that.
David is a contemporary architect. I always liked his work because he's one of those architects that has this incredible ability to put together his own vision and his futuristic vision and his functional vision together with the history of a place, the respect of a place.
The challenges for a project like this are, in a way, the alignment between the building, exposing what's there, and at the same time aligning the new functionality in a way that's sympathetic to the building. So two operations. One is what the client might require in how he or she wants to use the building, and what the building requires in order for the building to still have its own integrity, so that you have two clients. One is the client and the other is the building.
David, in fact, came to Treviso. He studied very deeply the Canova work because he had to give interpretation to this building, a building that had different owners, so different artistic elements, different architectonical elements, and it's incredible how I could see from day one that he was in the right direction.
The structure of the palace is very similar to most palaces in the Veneto region. A central hall that we're in now, a staircase to one side which enters into the hall. The hall normally goes from the front to the back. You get light from the both ends, and then you have rooms either side. I mean, this is a very beautiful typology which repeats in this region continuously. It's a plan without corridors. It depends on the structure of the central hall in a way. We've seen very many different versions of that in bigger buildings and smaller buildings. And in a way, the hall is always a little bit strange about how to use it, of course. It's a sort of non-functional room, but it serves a lot of functions by connecting and a place where people meet. And I think that's the heart of this palazzo, and it's the basis of the structure. So you feel a connection between the way the building was built, the way the spaces are made, and the way it's used. And that's something very charming.
What I like most about this building is not a specific place or room, but it's really the possibility to have a journey across the centuries. If you go above the stairs, and each floor tells you about a different century, and it is astonishing when you reach the last floor where you feel in the modern age, and you started in the 15th century.
The building had been extended. The top floor was not a very convincing extension to the building form. And so we re-examined that in terms of proportion, the rhythm of the windows, proportion of the windows, the alignment of the windows. And I think that really defined the approach to the top floor and how it then integrates with the general building volume. And then, of course, internally, the other question is, how do you get a continuity between that? And the plan that runs through the building gives us the spatial concept, and to some degree the constructional concept as well. I think the design of the top floor was motivated by the idea of trying to make the top floor a more generous floor. Often when buildings are extended, there's a certain compromise involved. And I think we turned this into something which was not apologetic in a way, but something much more assertive and engaged much more in the general form and silhouette and physiognomy of the building itself.
The top floor in particular was a very difficult task for David because it was an additional floor that was built after the Second World War and needed a new interpretation, but still be a functional place. And his vision was to reimagine some sort of gallery like the Palladian galleries. And today we can definitely say that it's another special place and another floor that is not necessarily less important than the historical floors that are underneath.